Dress to Impress. From the outside, it's a cute kids game on Roblox where you can play dress up with your friends. But inside the community,
vicious battles for first place, keyboard warriors flooding social media, divas absolutely eviscerating each other's fits, drama.
Hey friends, 2026 is here. The DTI team recently dropped their super cute yearly recap montage of 2025, and thank you for including me in it. And while I loved the sparkles and rainbow vibes it was giving, I couldn't help but think, okay, but what about all the drama in 2025? And I get it, the official team isn't exactly going to air out the messiest moments, but that doesn't mean that we can't. So here it is, the DTI's top 5 most dramatic moments of 2025. Number 5, the adjustment feature. If you play DTI regularly, the adjustment feature feels like a regular part of the game at this point, but back in April of 2025, it was revolutionary. Before the adjustment feature, if your glasses didn't sit right on your face or your hair clipped through your hat, well, tough luck. There was nothing you could do about it. It always drove me crazy, honestly. After the update, players could move, rotate, and fine-tune the placement of certain items, fixing these awkward moments that was just inherently a part of your fits. At first, the feature was widely praised, but like all good drama, it just needed a little bit of time to simmer. And because DTI is a fashion game that attracts extremely creative players, in my opinion, people quickly started using the adjustment not just for fits, but to sculpt, repurpose, and create full visual illusions. And while this creativity was very impressive, I'm a huge fan of it, it caused a major rift in the community. Suddenly, anti-building players emerged, and they kind of came up with a slogan,
"It's dress to impress, not build to impress."
They argued that DTI is a fashion game and not a sculpting game, and that this adjustment update had officially ruined the game. And unfortunately, this debate never really went away. These two sides are still very much at war, and while it's not a huge spotlight, this tension is absolutely going to be following the community into 2026. And hopefully eventually people will kind of get over it and let anyone play how they'd like to. Number 4, Dev Drama. Honestly, I debated whether I wanted to include this, but it's important, and it's a very real part of DTI history. During the summer, some serious allegations surfaced involving the community moderator, B Plays. And calling this drama honestly kind of makes light of the situation. In short, grooming allegations were brought forward towards this individual. And I'm not going to get into the details here. God knows there's many other YouTubers who have already covered this. But in short, DTI parted ways with B and stated that they would do better moving forward. Situations like this are awful for any company, but credit where credit's due, the team didn't defend her, and I'm glad they made the right call by separating completely. Hopefully they truly do take into account their younger audience that plays this game and make the right calls in order to keep the community safe. Coming in at number 3, Emotes. In 2025, the devs were feeding us with updates, but one September edition left the community, let's say, less than impressed. In their Chaos update, the Emote feature allowed players to react during the runway voting phase using paid emotes. It was a simple idea, but massive backlash. There were 2 main complaints. Emotes cheapened the runway experience and made the game less about fashion and would make the game more spammy. And 2, emotes cost money, and that players insisted they should be free. Personally, I found these arguments hilariously contradictory. If you're mad that these emotes aren't free, that means you want to use them, but you're also mad that they're cheapening the game and you wish they didn't exist? Doesn't really make too much sense, but either way, DTI's socials were absolutely eviscerated when this dropped, but the devs mostly ignored the noise, and the feature stayed. The only thing they did remove was a poop emote, but overall, it's not a very popular feature, and in the end, the petition and outcry to remove this feature really amounted to nothing, because what do you know? If you don't like a feature, you don't have to use it, and no one does. Number 2, the copy outfit feature. I'm sure you remember this one. Also introduced during the September event was the copy outfit feature, which allowed players to copy another player's fit for a real money fee. If you've played DTI even once, you know the golden unspoken rule. Don't copy someone else's outfit. Doing so is considered troll behavior or a content bait for social media. players hate it when their outfits are copied. So it was honestly really baffling that the devs built in a feature that allowed you to copy someone's outfit. Backlash was immediate. Players flooded socials saying it destroyed creativity and made free play pointless. Why would I spend hours perfecting a look in free play if someone can just steal it within seconds? To their credit, the devs did listen. The feature was removed within 24 hours. It's now gone, but the chaos of the first few hours will live in DTI infamy forever. And the final spot number 1, goes to, can you guess it? Drumroll, please. The Lady Gaga event. Of course it does. This takes number 1 because it extended beyond the DTI community and even kind of made it into mainstream. In August, DTI announced a collaboration with Lady Gaga, which honestly, huge win for them. And the community was hyped. The event was marketed as a meet and greet, complete with some sort of interactive Q&A and an outfit contest. And it sounded amazing in theory, but there was almost zero transparency regarding this. How does a live meet and greet work with a game with hundreds of thousands of players? Was Lady Gaga going to be live streaming? Could anyone ask a question? How were the questions chosen? None of this was really clear, but the only thing we knew was that a meet and greet was coming and we should get ready. When the day arrived, the answer did become clear, and it wasn't exactly what people expected. Lady Gaga herself did log into a private server with devs and influencers, and her chat was broadcast to all the players watching. Optically, not so great. If you attended the event, it kind of felt like everyone had been promised a chance to interact with her, even though we weren't sure how that was possible, when in reality, a lot of it was just pre-selected. The interaction felt a little bit scripted because it was text-based. I'm not saying it was. And it was unclear as to whether it was Gaga herself actually present in the event, even though it was. And then, to make matters worse, the outfit contest winners weren't really announced publicly. We just discovered who they were at the event. And some of the winners turned out to be community-acknowledged influencers, quote-unquote. And the submission rules regarding the deadlines for questions and outfit submissions were just unclear. And just a brief side note on this critique that only influencers won the contest. The way that us players were told to submit our costumes into the contest was by making a post on social media featuring the outfit and hashtagging it #mayhem2impress. Now, I don't think that the DTI team failed to choose winners that were worthy. Obviously, these 3 winners did a great job and they're great players within themselves, but I do think there was failure to communicate and reassure the overall public that this contest would be conducted fairly. When you choose to host a contest through social media, that means you have to take an algorithm into account. The algorithm is specifically designed to push posts that get high engagement and interaction, and specifically bury posts that are not. So when this is translated to a contest, that means inherently many submissions will not be seen. And yes, they were probably receiving thousands of submissions, so this is no easy task in general, despite the algorithm. However, if they didn't take this algorithmic bias into account, it does mean, unfortunately, that players that have large social media platforms and have a lot of influence, quote unquote, will probably have their posts be at the top of the hashtag. It's totally possible that the team realized this and made sure to look at as many submissions as possible, but it definitely would have dampened some of the backlash had the team just made a statement saying that even if you post a submission from a social media account with an algorithmic edge, it won't increase your chances of being seen or chosen to be a winner of the contest. Anyway, with the contest aside, when the Lady Gaga event was done and over, the event pulled nearly 5 times the usual player count. And with that came 5 times the amount of backlash. So much backlash, in fact, that Vice News even covered this. And the DTI team's response was mixed. Some team members implied players should have known better,
Obviously, not everyone can meet Lady Gaga. Duh.
while others apologized and promised that there would be clearer communication going forward. The devs eventually did try to explain their actions, saying that anyone could have submitted a question to Lady Gaga via their Discord, even though this was kind of poorly advertised, not many people knew this. And the server wasn't just full of influencers, in that only a few influencers were invited to the server tour with Lady Gaga in order to help cover the event for publicity. And the devs were playing alongside Lady Gaga, not because they think they're better than everyone else, but because they needed to be there in order to keep the event running. You know, these things are fair, but still, whether it was a miscommunication or poor planning, one thing is undeniable. Optically, it was a mess. Overall, a lot of people were very upset by this. Hopefully the team learned some things about it, and hey, maybe Lady Gaga will come back in the future. Who knows? So, all in all, let's remember, no community is without drama, and 2025 definitely delivered.
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am.
But alongside the chaos, we also got incredible updates, new items, long-requested features like the wardrobe search function or the ability to finally save hair combos. Yes, thank you. And we did get some genuinely fun events. I love this little community, drama and all, and I can't wait to see what 2026 is going to serve up. Let's keep it crazy, y'all.